were saying you were always horny, so...
I'm always horny. Don't judge.
Don't patronize me.
You just need to get that off your chest.
Don't think I'm not
or
horny.
on someone's chest. I don't know.
Let me call Andres for you.
Oh my god. All right, what up? Mikey Grinelli, Real Deal James Neal. We got another interview coming at you live and hot off the frying pan with Hilary, H Dog Hentai God over here.
Hentai God.
Yeah.
Yes.
She went to what was supposed to be Florida, got moved to Atlanta.
Yes.
Atlanta Regional for Weiss. So
got placed 11th, correct?
Yes,
yeah,
correct.
That's crazy. That's pretty good. She got cucked out of top 8 with 3 other people.
Yes.
So, I mean, that's pretty good. But, yeah, so we're just going to ask her how it was and how everything went.
And various other questions.
So, first of all, what deck did you play?
I played Kantai Meta.
And then, so what were your matchups? Like, who'd you play? Like, round 1, who'd you play?
I'm too old to remember. I played against...
Sword Art?
Actually, no. It was mostly like, we had 5 rounds, and maybe I played against 1 Sword Art. I didn't play against any Kantai this regional.
You didn't mirror match Kantai?
No, I did not mirror match. And I didn't really see, while I was playing, like, looking around, I didn't see a whole lot of, like, meta Kantais. I saw a lot of red, mono,
just
or
like
red,
random
green.
Builds?
Yeah, just random.
That's weird.
Fun stuff, I
Fun
guess.
builds?
I guess. I was like, it was confusing to me. But anyway... But, I played against, I think, like, 2 Attack on Titan decks. Yeah, it was 2 Attack on Titan decks.
Didn't that just get a new release?
Yeah.
Yes, but I didn't play against the new build.
Was the new build out, or?
I do not know, because I did not play against
Yeah.
it. But a lot of old, like, Attack on
builds.
Titan was there.
Yeah.
I did not play against a Switch. Like, it was just...
How about Tulovru?
No.
No Tulovru?
No Tulovru either.
I did not play
Wow.
against Tulovru. It was just super weird. A lot of variety. Like in past regionals, I've played against Idol Masters. Didn't do that. Played against new Sword Art. Didn't do that. And so it was just really weird, I guess, that I just didn't play against what I prepared for, like the new meta builds, I guess, with the Attack on Titan and the Sword Art Switch, but it was just interesting.
Huh, okay.
Yes.
With the, so, you went with us to Dallas.
Yes.
And then you went with us to New Jersey.
Yes.
And then you went to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
So, and was it in a hotel? Is it always in a hotel?
It was actually... at the Omni Center. It is a hotel, but it's where the CNN Atlanta station is. So it's like part hotel, part CNN building.
Huh.
Yeah, it's right by like the stadium. And I think it was a soccer game or something was also going on at the same time. And so a lot of people let out and it was kind of crazy, but it was literally like CNN hotel.
Huh.
That's weird. Did you have any downtime in between the rounds? Did it take forever to start up like it did in New Jersey and Dallas?
It wasn't, like, as bad, I guess. Like, they kind of worked that out, that, we didn't have a whole lot of crazy downtime, maybe like 20-30 minutes in between rounds or less.
Huh.
Like, I had enough time to, like...
Get a snack?
Yeah, get a snack or go outside or do that sort of thing. But it wasn't, like, hour-long downtime. We didn't have a lunch break. It was 5 rounds.
Oh.
Dallas was the only one I
With, like,
played.
7?
Yeah. And, like... that only had a lunch break as well, because we didn't have a lunch break in New Jersey, and that was like 6 rounds.
Yeah.
And so this one, it was interesting. Like, I think with it being moved such short notice to Atlanta, that it kind of messed up a lot of things, like vendors.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the Bushy Road vendor wasn't there.
Really?
Yeah, it was only these 2 card vendors, and they kind of had some stuff, but...
Because, like, in Dallas and Jersey, they had like Love Live pins and stuff. Then
yeah.
They weren't there?
No,
Damn,
Bushy
that's
Road was not there, and so it was just very weird in comparison to the other ones, because also the turnout for this one was, I don't know, I heard a rumor of between like 60 and 70.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like it was really small. And compared to like Dallas was like 150, Newark was like around 150, so it was interesting.
We had that many people in Dallas?
Yeah, it was big. Both of those were really big.
That's crazy.
And so
is the same thing as that they gave out in the summer? Was it the mats for top 8, or did they do something else?
Yeah, they had the Konosuba top 8 mats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it was a different design.
Oh, and also how they did. Okay, so like when it's like how they had the regional set up. It was in the basement with an escalator, and so they had everyone line up leading to like down the hall or whatever, leading to the escalator that went to where the regional was going to be held. And they didn't let because it was an escalator, they didn't let everyone go, so they just let people go like 5 at a time.
What the heck?
Yes. And so like you didn't get the promo initially either, and so you got your deck box, and then you got your deck list. You get to go sit down, and when they went to go pick up like the deck lists, that's when you would get the promo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, someone would pick up the deck lists, and then someone else would give you the promo.
That's weird.
Was it the same one as the summer? Was it the Bang Dream one, or was it Konosuba?
No, it was Konosuba. It's Darkness, I think her name is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it was the box and the card?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, the box was the promo box was like the design from the top 8 mat for spring.
Okay.
And then the Konosuba promo, I guess, to go with the top 8 mat, which I wasn't a fan of.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Okay.
it was like I feel not really upset or anything over not top 8ing, because 2 other people got screwed as well, but it's just like, well, I didn't really want the Konosuba top 8 mat, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it wasn't as bad?
Yeah, it didn't hurt as bad, but still, like, I was really hyped to top 8 because we did the math, and I was like, oh, I'm in like the top whatever percentage, I should top 8.
Right.
And then I didn't. And I was like, I failed the whole like girl community forever, and I shall burn in hellfire.
Did any girls top 8?
No.
How many?
I have never seen a girl top 8.
How many girls do you think showed up to play Weiss? Out of like how many was it?
Maybe 5, including myself.
Really?
Maybe.
Wow.
How many traps?
I did not see any traps. Unlike previous regionals, I did not see. It was just a very like weird regional, like with everything. Like Atlanta was cool and whatnot, but like it was just super weird. Like the location was totally different. Though having a Starbucks and it being like at CNN, I mean that was cool because there was like a food court within like less than 5 minutes of walking, because it was in the building, so that was really cool. But like the whole thing in comparison to like Dallas and Newark, it was just so weird.
Yeah, that threw me through a loop, because I know in New Jersey we saw a decent amount of girls there.
Yeah.
And then I think in Dallas there was also a decent amount of girl players there. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think because of the location change 2 weeks till,
that was
messed up a lot of people. I know a couple people were planning on flying to Jacksonville. They got screwed out of that.
Yeah.
And then also a lot of Florida people were planning to go to Jacksonville, but they didn't go to Atlanta. So I think the turnout, if it stayed in Jacksonville or maybe got moved to Orlando, it would have had a larger turnout.
How far is Atlanta from Florida? Like right there on the border?
From where I was staying in Ocala. It was like a 5-hour drive. Whereas,
oh right, because
yeah,
you didn't go to Atlanta.
yeah, I
you
went
to like
to
Florida and then you just drove.
Yeah, I
Okay.
went to Florida first to visit some friends and family, and from like to Jacksonville, from where I was located, it was like a 2.5-hour
Yeah,
drive,
okay.
and then Atlanta, it was a 5-hour drive.
Okay. So let's go back to some more basic things. What got you into Weiss and what got you staying in Weiss? Like what kept you playing?
My boyfriend Neil got me into Weiss, got me
Hello.
into the game, and Kantai has pretty much like solidified my playing.
It's enveloped
of
your
Weiss.
life.
Yes, I am obsessed with Kantai. Like if Nekopara like
Gets
got
a
a set,
Oh,
holy
God.
shit. Like I would freak out. And I know a couple people like I met up in Newark like who love Nekopara, they would freak out as well.
Oh really?
But yeah, and it's mostly Kantai, like that's my main builds.
Don't
'Cause
you
I
have like 2 Kantais? 2 or 3?
decks that I have?
Yeah, for
I have
Kantai.
like 5
All for
Kantai decks.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like I have enough cards to just build and build and build decks. So
Did anyone play Abyssals?
I heard,
That
but
some
I did
people
not
were?
see
Okay.
around me. Yeah, I
Okay.
heard that Abyssals played, and I know a Kantai deck. I think top 8'd as well.
Yeah, probably.
I think it was like a Kantai, Konosuba. Oh, I played against Konosuba. I think
Okay.
I played against like 2 Konosuba decks. And it was like Attack on Titan. I can't remember the other one, but it was just weird.
Yeah, it
Like-
sounds weird.
I'm definitely ready for my next regional to just kind of get, I guess, Atlanta out of my system.
Oh, man.
Because it was just like it was cool and everything, but like it was just so weird. And even like Dallas, I made friends. Newark, I made friends. And then Atlanta, like I befriended someone for what is that other game that Bushy has?
Buddy fight?
No.
Vanguard?
Yes. That was playing in the Vanguard tournament and like just kind of in passing, and then like this other person that was trolling the whole game and like made a deck list of like Pokemon. And
What?
yeah, like
What?
he straight up trolled the whole thing.
That's so weird.
And yeah. But it was just
So there's
I just didn't find that connection, I guess, in the like I did in the other tournaments.
so there's they're still doing the multiple tournament
Yes.
event things
Yes.
on the same day.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't have like Buddy Fighter
Luck and Logic.
Luck and Logic. Luck and Logic I'm pretty sure is dead. But like I think it was only Weiss and
Vanguard?
the Vanguard top cut
Right.
that was playing on Sunday.
Okay.
But apparently, like, the Vanguard turnouts were, as usual, like 300 people showed up for the initial game,
Right.
and then they had cuts, so...
Yeah, because I know a lot of people join the Vanguard tournament when they lose. They'll probably just join like the Weiss tournament with like a
because they're
waifu
already
deck
there,
or
yeah.
something.
Or they'll go buy a trial deck at one
Yeah,
of the
and
vendors.
then they'll just join. Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah.
that's happened a couple times.
Yes. But...
So yeah, like you were saying earlier with the like in Dallas, you said you met a couple people, and then in New Jersey, you said you met a couple people. How do you think the community is down there? Like from what you like, were they friendly? Because I know everyone in Dallas and everyone in Newark was super friendly.
Yeah, they were really cool, and they were really cool. I just didn't make as many connections, I guess, versus Dallas and Newark, but they were still really nice.
Yeah.
Like, my loss, it was a super close game, and, like, we both like we were at 3-6 or something of the sort. We were both 3 and like super close to losing, and like we high-fived after he like defeated me.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things. I just didn't find it might have been because it was such a small turnout. It could have been one of the reasons why I didn't find a whole lot of connections, or like a lot of girls showed up and that sort of thing.
Right.
But yeah, it just I think like the small turnout and it being moved states really, like there was Florida people there, but
Yeah, a lot of people probably got discouraged after having it move like 2 weeks prior.
yeah.
Did they ever go into detail as to why that happened? Like, did the hotel get booked out by someone else or something?
What they said when they did the announcement was the hotel in Jacksonville that it was supposed to be at like sustained hurricane damage.
Oh yeah, I forgot that we had those hurricanes earlier this year.
It sustained hurricane damage, but at the same time they announced it 2 weeks before, 5 weeks after the hurricane.
Yeah.
So like it was almost 2 months after it was over a month after the actual hurricane.
Right. Yeah, because I remember some people wanted to go to Houston, but
Yes.
then the hurricane just
Yeah.
destroyed everything.
Yes, and they're like, but apparently Houston happened.
Oh,
So
did it?
yeah.
Huh.
That's what I heard, and that was a huge hurricane, and I still have questions. I don't understand, but that's here nor there, I guess. I still have questions over it. I was like, well, why couldn't it have been moved to a different location in Jacksonville and that sort of thing? But it got moved to where it got moved, and the regional still happened.
So we know that Kantai is your favorite, but which set do you think is the strongest in English right now?
Probably Konosuba.
Really?
Isn't that like pretty new?
Yeah.
I think they just got set 2 in Japan, right?
Yeah,
Or
they just
Japanese.
got something. Well,
They
I
got
know
something.
they got something. But I don't really know. I would say SAO is strong, but like I guess I prefer the old SAO versus the new Switch. It's like people have their preferences, and it doesn't matter like whatever's out.
Right.
Or because you'll have the last shot people arguing with the Switch people, and it's just like I guess I just don't care or subscribe to like those sort of things. But I think new deck wise or current what people are playing would probably be Konosuba. At least what I've played against.
Right.
And I don't own Konosuba, so.
So what it sounds like to me is like when we were up north for like, well, because I went to Chicago last year, yeah, and it was pretty competitive up there.
Yes.
Everyone was playing like whatever was best, and then when we went to New Jersey, I felt like it was kind of the same way.
Yes.
Like everyone was playing just like whatever wins the most. And from what I'm hearing is that the north side of the U.S. is more competitive than opposed to like the South, where everyone just kind of plays what they like and just
exactly. That's what the gist of like playing in Dallas, even though it was still kind of competitive, but what I would see around me is in the South, it's more fun and non-competitive at the regionals versus the North that it is more competitive.
Right. Oh, okay. So if there was a rule in Weiss that you could change, add, or remove to make the game better, what would you do? Would you add something? Would you change something? Would you make something different? Just to like, oh, I think this could change because this will make it funner. Oh, I think we can do this better. Or this would stop this from happening, or you know.
Like as a company standpoint?
No, like a rule, like a rule in the game.
Okay.
Like, oh, well, we could add this to make it to where you don't get luck sacked, or we could add this to prevent this from happening, you know?
Um, I think, and this actually would ban my deck, but I think if Japanese rulings or Japanese rules
Right.
should also reflect in English.
Okay, so you
Like, even though, like, I love my deck and everything, but I think it needs to be across the board. Like, they need to be clear in the rulings and, like, the rules. Like, if Japanese cards have a ban list, English should too.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, that cancels out my deck. So,
Right.
but, that and,
So just like follow the same set of rules as
yeah.
Japanese.
And, like,
Because I know in Nisekoi, one of the cards got like, because I know they'll nerf cards, like they'll make them weaker or they'll change the text.
yes, and, like, they, I remember in, when I got my Abyssal extra boosters, the translation got messed up, so
Right.
there's one card, like, literally, I mean, I guess you could play it, but, like, its effect is voided because of how the card is worded now.
Yeah.
Because, like, it messed up the whole name.
Yeah, and that happens kind of often. I know there's a bunch of sets. Like, I know in one set there was a red card that's supposed to be green, and there's always just misprints all the time.
Like, if it's going to be, like, if they're going to make English and Japanese different, like, messing up with the colors and the flavor text or whatever, I guess Japanese can have the ban list and English doesn't have to have the ban list. But I think as from a local mixed Japanese versus English standpoint, like, things just need to be more fluid and clear, I guess. Because if you're going to have, I saw this in a forum, it's like if you're going to have a mixed, like, Japanese and have English included, then you should follow the ban list, but it just depends on the local area, because when I went out west and I went to Vegas, there's a huge population there that plays Japanese. Like, they don't have English decks, they just play JP. And I think it's just a region thing, really. There should be, like, region rules or guidelines, but
So it just depends on
yes.
where you go, where you're at.
It's really
in the
hard
country.
to, because I know because I haven't bought the new sets like Konosuba, and I haven't really been buying new stuff recently. I'm not familiar with the new, what are they called? The action, yes, the new effects, or the new
Climax combos?
climax, well, not the climax combos, the
Trigger?
triggers, yeah, the new triggers. I'm not really too familiar
Oh yeah,
with
like
them.
the Bang Dream one.
Yeah, the Bang Dream one, and I think there's also one in Konosuba, but I'm
There's
not
a new
sure.
trigger in Konosuba
Yeah,
too. Okay.
I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I've been slightly out of the loop because I've just been in Kantai World and waiting for
Abyssals.
European fleet to come out, and who knows when that might happen. It'll probably, like, my running joke has been, it'll come out in like 5 years or something like that. Like, that makes no sense. Or it's like, well, why doesn't Kantai Movie have a set coming out like SAO? That sort of thing. I don't know why SAO gets so many decks.
That sprung up my next question was, do you think that based on the popularity of the anime that they're trying to put in the game, you see all this support for it, like SAO, like Konosuba, like ReZero?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you think that factors?
And yes, I think that does factor. At the same time, I'm not sure with how popular ReZero is. Some of the Japanese titles, I don't understand why. Probably because of licensing issues. Like, Kantai's had licensing issues before, I'm sure. Or, what is it? The one that got pushed to next year.
Was it Persona?
Persona, yeah, Persona 5. That had, I guess, licensing issues, but I don't see why, like, with these newer sets that they're pushing, like the SAOs, or, like, Konosuba, they get released in Japanese, and then, like, a month or 3 later, boom, they're in English. And I don't see why, like, ReZero, Idol Masters, like the second volume, certain sets, like, why have they not been released in English?
Yeah, so like you feel like they push certain stuff more than other stuff?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
So, gameplay wise, do you think it's better to go first or second?
Second, with my deck.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah.
I think it might just be like
it depends on what you're
play
playing.
or what
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to go second because my deck is so stock heavy.
Mm.
Like, everything is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But like the thing is, you can't really pick.
Yeah, I wish if you won the RNG, you could choose. But with how it is, if you win the RNG, you have to go first.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't like that.
Yeah. That would be something.
So that's something you would change?
Yes, that's something I would change. And then also,
That's
like,
how it is
for
on all other card
gameplay
games.
rule, a regional rule would be, like, basing, I guess, just having a set. Well, they're also redoing regionals now that I read.
They're gonna,
Oh yeah, there's
they're
gonna be
gonna-
like teams.
Yeah, I think that's going to be interesting. And also for, like, the single players that go, would they be put on
Teams.
a random team? Yeah, they're going to have teams of
Yep.
3.
And it's
Wait,
best
what?
2 out of
Yes.
3 wins the round.
But like, you're gonna play with other people, or
Yes.
like I don't.
No, it's like you face someone, I face someone, Hilary faces someone, and then if 2 of their players win, they win. If 2 of our players win, we win.
What?
Yeah,
That's
like
weird.
I'm very.
How is that gonna work for like top 8 and everything? Is this gonna be team based?
I guess.
I know that they're doing. I don't know. I just don't know how they're going to pull this off with as many issues as we have had in the past at regionals.
Well, yeah,
at least this year.
Everyone's gonna get upset because all the tryhards are gonna be wanting to be paired with people who know what they're doing,
Yes,
and then all the people playing casually just want to kind of like
do their own
just
thing.
show off
yeah.
their waifus, and it's I don't know, I don't think that'll be that good of an idea.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad that they're changing the buy, so you no longer get a buy.
It's
you
a
just- You get
special
win.
item,
Oh, you just
Yeah,
win,
you get
right?
goodies. Yeah, you get
Yeah.
some goodies.
which is really cool.
Oh, okay.
Well, a lot of people, because it is a first round win, it's either you need to do well or you just, like, wasted your buy, I guess. So, I would rather, if I had a buy, I would rather get, like, a special item that only buy players get, or some kind of special promo. That, seems cool.
So yeah, so you would prefer the little like gift thing over
Yeah, because
Over-
it could be like really limited edition.
Yeah.
preferring that over just getting like the buy because
Yes,
I think
because I won the buy, but I couldn't go.
yeah
Yeah.
and so it just
And
got wasted.
it wasn't transferable. So
Yeah, I know that in one of them I know people even with buys had to play anyway, or at least that's what I heard for one of them. I can't remember which one it was.
It'll be interesting how they push the new regional. Oh, and also, I think it's only spring, with how Springfest goes, only it's either spring or fall, only one of those set regional time frames. That's the trip to Japan.
Oh yeah.
They're not doing the whole year trip to Japan thing, which is fair, I think. I think it should be like a set amount of time, but I'm not sure what they would give to, like, the winner of the other regionals.
All right, well, that about does it for time. Any questions, comments, concerns? Comments?
No.
no.
Okay.
Who's your waifu?
Yeah, who's your wife?
Oh shit.
Is it Shimakaze?
Is it
No.
Congo?
Is it Hamakaze?
Hamakaze. No.
That's the white-haired one, right? With the
let's
big
see.
rack.
With the big rack.
Is it Poi?
Ooh. Ooh.
Is it Nico Nico Ni?
Oh my
No,
god.
fuck Nico Nico Nee. She's a punk ass bitch. It's so hard now. Like when I first started out, it was Congo, and so I think I'll just have to stick with Congo for now. But like I've been thinking about cosplaying for Anime Expo, and what I would do would probably be like some poi shit or like some very though I do like Hoppo. I do love the Abyssals, so.
Oh, okay.
But Congo, I think, would be my ultimate waifu. Original OG waifu. But I do appreciate the other ones.
Well, I know that if we're gonna be cosplaying, me and Mad Max over here, we're gonna be cosplaying.
Fury Road.
We'll be cosplaying ReZero.
I don't know who Max is. This is Mikey.
Me and Mikey here.
All right, that about does it for this interview. Thanks for coming on, Hilary. It was nice to get you in person instead of over Skype.
Hint, hint.
I think that makes it
A little bit more
a little
fun.
bit better. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Thanks for coming
Yeah,
and thanks for watching.
we'll see you next week, Internet.
See ya.